Hello, I'm Brian Conlon, Development and Public Works Operations Division Director, and I will be presenting operations budget for fiscal year 2023. As a matter of note, the first presentation slide is referencing the recent ODOT City Emergency Pedestrian Safety Project that saw over 200 old fixtures upgraded to LED with an additional 115 new LED fixtures installed throughout Main Street and South A corridor. This is just one example of many current year accomplishments. The Operations Division's primary charge is to operate and maintain the city's public infrastructure systems and assets. Our central goal is to effectively manage these systems and facilities with an aim to achieve high-quality work standards and extend the useful life of these assets. This includes management of street and traffic control systems, wastewater conveyance, surface and subsurface storm drainage, street trees and urban landscape maintenance, fleet maintenance and equipment acquisition, and building facilities and lease property maintenance. Performing preventive maintenance on public utility assets is the optimal target to prevent the higher costs of rehabilitation and replacement. Ops has a role in transportation planning and engineering for land use plans, current development permitting, and transportation facilities plans. Ops also fulfills the city Springfield's lead agency responsibility for overseeing administrative management of the regional fuel facility. Our division provides technical support, including asset data collection and infrastructure condition assessment for capital rehabilitation and city master plan outcomes. The Geographical Information Systems, GIS work group is transitioning back to the Development and Public Works Department and will be adjoined with the Operations Division. GIS provides mapping support services and administers land management and facilities management systems. The City Emergency Management Program coordinates the city's efforts for the mitigation, preparedness, response, and recovery of the community and city government services to effectively manage unforeseen emergencies and disasters. Operation proposes to increase staff by 1 FTE in fiscal year 23 to hire a custodian maintenance attendant to address custodial and building facilities maintenance needs. With this new position and the addition of GIS, our total staffing will increase to 68.55 FTE. Note that the ops proposed budget includes a reduction in capital outlay and accounts for the increase in personnel. Also, the amended fiscal year 22 added almost 4.8 million of ARPA funding for the following council approved projects that will start in fiscal year 22. These projects include council chambers security improvements, museum elevator replacement, city library and city manager's office remodel, justice center roof restoration, installation of a comprehensive security camera system at City Hall roof and HVAC systems evaluation, and complete citywide street light replacement. There is a substantial decrease in fiscal year 23 capital outlay compared to the previous year, since only a small paving machine and light duty truck replacements are budgeted for fiscal year 23. The city street system condition is declining at an accelerated pace, most noticeably on our residential collector and local streets. Street crews continue to emphasize preventive maintenance work as the condition rating falls from fair to poor over much of the city. The focus on preventive maintenance treatments, such as application of crack and slurry seal, will continue this construction season, as staff will coordinate with Lane County to do a contract slurry seal project intended to extend local residential street life. Staff has completed crack sealing of 15 lane miles on city local residential streets in preparation for the fiscal year 23 slurry seal project. Staff also coordinated project mapping and segment identification for use in the design and project development with Lane County. The paving crew completed approximately 2,800 linear feet of thin lift overlay on 31st and 33rd Streets between Industrial Avenue and Olympic Street. This project was very popular with residents as it revitalized the neighborhood's unimproved street. The tree crew performed approximately 700 tree trimming services, including some removal requests, with follow-up replanting of approximately 80 trees. Surface drainage crews reshaped and removed sediment from 2,000 linear feet of roadside stormwater conveyance ditches and canals. They also completed approximately 80 work orders for water quality facility maintenance bioswales and contracted with Northwest Youth Corps to remove unwanted vegetation and invasive species in 20 acres of water quality facilities. A minor staff reorganization has been implemented that include the hire of a new comprehensive safety and training coordinator. This new position allows operations to begin addressing major initiatives that include working with the Bureau of Labor and Industries to create a new maintenance technician apprentice affirmative action plan. This will enhance the education and training curriculum addressing training activities for safety-sensitive work and increase employee knowledge and proficiency to mitigate employee risk exposure. Operations has experienced multiple retirements over the last few years, and we currently have 13 field apprentices enrolled in the 3-year maintenance apprenticeship program. On Main Street in South A, staff collaborated with ODOT to install 16 new traffic signal controllers and cabinet upgrades, install active pedestrian detectors, and sign and stripe improvements to address safety concerns. Staff designed and completed a streetlight project that included replacement of stolen wire and 28 vandalized decorative streetlights in the industrial subdivision west of 42nd Street. The wastewater crew worked with engineering to design and install a replacement sewer lateral connection to serve a local business at South A and South 5th Streets. The need for the project resulted from the failing lateral that caused several service disruptions. City crews performed the comprehensive repair that also included sidewalk, curb and gutter, and asphalt replacement. The approved hire of a third mechanic in the fleet shop has improved the frequency and consistency of preventive maintenance, repairs, and services to over 300 vehicles and equipment. This includes police vehicles, light-duty trucks, heavy construction equipment, department and pool vehicles, and handheld equipment. Our staff collaborated with DPW engineering to develop and implement a maintenance access point rehabilitation project. This included replacing wastewater maintenance hole frames and covers on Main Street and South A. GIS staff continues proactive development of the use of field tools to collect and inform data sets such as work activity costs. Field techs are capturing asset information using iPads to improve future projects. GIS staff also moved Geographic Information Services data services from LCOG to Esri GeoPortal platform hosted at Springfield. The project is the first step in a series of upgrades to provide improved geospatial data services for both employees and citizens. We also received more than 1,300 customer service requests in fiscal year 22. Requests come from residents, city staff, and tenants through phone calls, emails, and walk-ins. These requests touch all program areas and range from a request for a street sweeper, a damaged street sign or signal, a backed up sewer line, HVAC issues at the Justice Center, damage caused by jail inmates or leaking pipe at leased city property. Operations staff also processed over 2,800 underground utility locate requests so far in fiscal year 22. Now on to our fiscal year 23 initiatives. Operations staff is working on a citywide LED streetlight replacement project for energy, operations, and maintenance savings. This project received 2 responses for requests for proposals, which are under evaluation at this time. Staff will submit to council by fall for their input and approval. We plan to purchase and implement a fleet management software system that will improve ops' ability to track and manage the condition of vehicles and equipment. The software will have GPS technology that will improve scheduling of preventive maintenance and repairs of vehicles and equipment. Other benefits include improved staff safety and effectiveness through location tracking during regular business and emergency storm events, and maintaining more accurate vehicle records for possible audits. Staff will pursue certification for new wastewater employees through the National Association of Sewer Services Companies. This pipeline assessment certification program will provide staff the knowledge base to evaluate and assess pipelines. Operations will perform excavation and sediment removal from surface drainage bioswales, conveyance channels, and water quality facilities. Major work is planned on the 69th Street channel and reconstruction and maintenance of water quality facilities under city jurisdiction. We will initiate a feasibility study with the Army Corps of Engineers to determine whether a federal nexus exists for addressing deficiencies in the McKenzie levee. The timeline to complete the study is about 3 years. Operations recognizes there is a significant maintenance and capital backlog for both city streets and building facilities. Staff is working with the finance department and the city manager's office to begin evaluating options to generate more resources to address these unmet needs and growing backlog. The wastewater crew will reinstate smoke testing as a method to identify leaking wastewater pipes. This technique is effective in wastewater collection system reconnaissance to identify defects such as cracks, faulty connections, or cross connections that allow stormwater to enter the wastewater system. We will also consider purchasing a small excavator for use in subsurface repair and installation work. Staff will research more effective pavement management tools to improve identification of preventive maintenance and rehabilitation needs. These data sets will inform city operations and capital improvement project planning and State House Bill 2017 reporting requirements. In order to support Mayor Van Gorden's goal of increasing our urban canopy, we will plant more trees and work with Team Springfield partners and research community volunteer potential for building a Springfield tree canopy management plan. We will work with agency partners from Springfield School District, Lamb Lane, and Rainbow Water District to develop a financial plan to fund needed upgrades at the regional fuel facility. This will include replacement of the card lock system and software, fuel dispensing pumps, fuel tanks, as well as improved restroom facilities and asphalt maintenance and repairs. We also see the need to hire additional staff to effectively manage, operate, and maintain the city's many systems and assets. This concludes the Operations Division's current and proposed budget summary of programs and services. If you have any questions regarding the information or other budget questions, Operations Management staff will be present at the Budget Committee meetings to assist and answer questions. Operations staff sees it as a privilege to work for the citizens of Springfield. Thank you.